Good afternoon, sports fans. We're live from Murphysboro. Track meet going on over on the track area to our right, so you may hear a few track announcements during this. Nobody on the softball field will be running hurdles. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Country Financial and Harrisburg Nutrition, supporting us all the way. And if you haven't picked up the little piece of information about tomorrow's JV games, they will be in Harrisburg rather than down in Pope County. Pope County's the finishing segment of the River to River run tomorrow, which most sports fans know that goes from the Mississippi over to the Ohio, and it's a big event in southern Illinois. I'm not sure if that had much to do with it, but it is a factor in Golconda because it increases their population several times. So Coach Hall and Coach Stafford worked out a deal, which is easy for them to do sometimes. And we will be playing a JV doubleheader. And it will be played in the traditional format, unlike our previous game where we played some JV. Since we're in Murphysboro, Lady Bulldogs will be batting first. And there go the Lady Red Devils. Umpires today, Brad Beatley and Troy Pataki. Mr. Beatley, I'm unfamiliar with. Mr. Pataki is a veteran umpire, Southern Illinois. Several times we've been under his supervision. Unfortunately, our weatherman was unable to attend today's game, so I'll do the weather report. It's 61 degrees. Weather is 10 miles an hour, and it's coming from the north. Nice day, but it's a little cool, but it's bright and sunny and dry. We're about ready to go here. There's Ava Brown walking up to the plate. No player introductions or national anthem, probably due to the fact that the track meet is ongoing. And we're set to play softball here. Murphysboro pitcher is Ayla Smith, a left-hander. Don't see too many of those. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a veteran team. Like most of us, they were unhappy that Carterville ended up on our side of the conference this year. As a result, Murphysboro's in a position to be a second. There's one up in the air. Second baseman's calling for it, and she hauls it in. Second sacker, Kinsley Smothers. Lady Bulldogs, purple shirts, black breeches. Murphysboro in their traditional white uniforms with red trim. There's a strike on the corner. Young lady is pitching for Murphy. Had a nice article about her in the Southern the other day after beating Pinckneyville. There's strike 2, swing and a miss. She's having a pretty good season. That one's outside. There's the start of a race. A little bit of a distraction here. There's one up in the air. Second baseman still going back for it. And she hauls that one in. Well, let's see if we can find one, get one by her. Here's Abby Stacy, our third baseman. Coach Stewart down at first base. Coach Stafford at third. And there's one off the fence. Murphysboro has a multiple sport facility here. The baseball team playing behind us. Track meet going on. And it's 0-2 now with 2 outs. There's one high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Orientation of this field has the scoreboard facing west, and it's a little bit hard to see sometimes here. There's one. Oh, first baseman dives for it, but it's a foul ball all the way. Coach Stewart fields it. Back to the first baseman, back to the pitcher, and Abby steps back in with a 1-2 count and 2 outs. Lots of school buses in the background here. So, and that one's outside ball. I'm going to assume at least some of those buses were for the track meet. There's a foul ball at the plate.
First call, boys 3200. Again, this is the first call, boys 3200.
There's one to right. She's going back and hauls it in. Lady Bulldogs 1-2-3 here in the first inning. Lady Bulldogs lineup is the same for the most part. Addie Lane will be out in left field. McKendra Douglas will be in center. Right fielder is Emma Mills. Abby Stacy at third base. Mackenzie Boyd at shortstop. Kinsley Smothers will be at second base. Kinsley Stewart will be over at first base today. Ava Brown behind the plate. And Coral Hathaway in the circle. The Lady Red Devils enter the game with a 4-1 conference record. And a 15-4 overall record. Occasionally you hear a train come by us, behind us. I'm not sure how much noise it will make on this microphone, but that's always a bit of a distraction over here when the train goes through. Leadoff hitter for Murphysboro is their second baseman, Macy Alexander. Ball set, Ava set, batter set, and the umpire set. And here we go. A little low inside, ball 1. There's a strike on the corner. There's one low. That swing and a miss. Even the count up at 2-2. There's one down in the corner, but it's foul. Oral's set. Here comes the pitch. And there's strike 3. This brings up the shortstop, Sarah Cook. Sarah Cook, a senior. Went with the changeup, finished a little high. Cook's mother is the head coach over here for the Lady Red Devils, veteran head coach. There's one that's fouled in the area by the concession. Over there near the football stands. Slight breeze, nothing major, not a factor. That one's outside. There's the foul ball back in play. Umpire got it in the pouch. 2-2. There's the pitch. There's one up in the air. Douglas comes in and she hauls it in. Second out. Sierra Fulmer, their third baseman. I believe she's going to bat from the left side here. That one's inside. She wears number 23, just like our left-handed hitter, Kinsley Stewart, wearing number 23. We'll check the rest of their lineup for their batting stances. There's a nub in front of the plate. Quirrell does not handle it well, and as a result, we have a runner on first. This brings up the pitcher, Ayla Smith. She's a junior. Smith, the pitcher, batting cleanup. There's a strike on the corner. Two outs, runner on first. Moves a runner to third base. His throw was pretty much on the money. The infielders are not able to handle it, and she ends up on third. So now we have swing and a miss, and that's 3. No harm done. And the Lady Bulldogs will come up here in the top of the second inning. Hadley Hunt, Kinsley Stewart, and Coral Hathaway. Coach Stafford with a little conference over there before they go to the dugout. Reserves keeping their legs loose. A little trot down the right field line, down the first base right field line. Hadley's in the DP position at this point in the game. Coach Stafford having a little confab with the umpires, discussing the weather or some other. Everybody walks away smiling. And we're ready to go here in the top of the second inning.
Lane 3, $4 and 5 seconds.
There's one a mile high. Center fielder circles underneath it, and she hauls it in. Well, so far, everything the Bulldogs have hit has been up in the air. Kinsley Stewart. Kinsley's been swinging a hot bat lately. I believe she's the only one on the team that's over 500 now. Several others are in the 400 range. There's a line drive off the fence down the first base foul. That's strike 1. Ball to the second baseman, and now back to the shortstop, and then back to the pitcher. Another shot fired over here behind us. When I say shot today, it may refer to the starter's pistol. Ooh, there's a swing and a miss with an off-speed pitch. 0-2 now. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And this brings up pitcher Coral Hathaway. Ladies were all decided before we left Harrisburg about whether or not to wear their sleeves. I got a feeling before the end of the day, some of them may wish they'd have put their sleeves on. There's a swing and a miss. There's a little bloop. First baseman's over, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
All right, this is the time to throw 4-1. Lane 2, Madison.
Lady Red Devils will send up Macy Cunningham, Martina Clover, and Kylie Powell.
Boys 4-1. Right now. Elias Jackson, please report to the front line for the 4-1.
There's a warm-up pitch. It got away from Coral. Engineering department making a slight adjustment here. Center fielder Macy Cunningham. Bulldogs switching to their slap bunt defense here with the infield in. Cunningham, a left-hand hitter. And a first, yep, she runs up in the box there a little bit. It's more of a traditional leadoff type setup. There's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Huh? Another shot by the starter pistol over to our left. And that one's low. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Sometimes these slappers can loop one to left field or right over the shortstop or third baseman's head. Cause a bit of a problem. Cunningham calls time, steps out of the box, takes a practice swing, and she's back in there. And here's the pitch. There's a ball. Full count now. There's one back behind us and out of play. All right, quickly return to the Red Devil bench. That ball will be back in play before long here. I'd say a couple buses are the only things in danger of being hit. There's strike 3. This brings up the catcher, Martina Clover. Clover also a senior. She's been the catcher over here for a couple of years, if I remember correctly. There's a shot. Oh! Right. Well, it was a little too hot to handle there for Abby. Abby's fighting the sun there a little bit, too. Brings up the left fielder, Kylie Powell. She's a sophomore. And I believe we have a courtesy runner in for Clover, but I didn't quite catch her number. This pitch is low for a ball. That's high and outside. Ava hauls it in. Yeah, it's low. 3-0 now. Little encouragement from the sideline over there for the Murphysboro batter. And there's ball 4. That puts runners on first and second. Bring up the only freshman in the lineup for the Lady Red Devils. Blair Fox, the first baseman. Lady Red Devils going with a straight 9. No DP, no flex. And that one's high. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. A little bit of a threat here now. We need a play. That one's low. Ava digs it out. Carl having a little trouble finding the plate here in the last few pitches. Ava's going to set up a little on the inside here. There's one up in the air. It's behind it. Kinsley over in front of the dugout for the putout. And this brings up the 9th place hitter, Josie Clark. Addie be fighting the sun out there in left field. That one's low for ball 1. Two and 0. There's a ground ball. Abby could not handle the throw there. And that loads the bases now. Ground ball to Mackenzie Boyd. He flips to Abby. And this brings up the leadoff hitter. Struck out her first time up. Macy Alexander. Playing second base today. Oh! And there's a line drive. Mackenzie Boyd saved the day there. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. All right, we go to the 3rd, and nobody's crossed the plate yet. Lady Bulldogs, Emma Mills, Addie Lane, and Mackenzie Boyd. Bottom 3 in the lineup. Lady Bulldogs yet to get a runner on. Murphysboro Lady Red Devils having a little confab over there before they take the field. Lady Bulldogs have 3 conference games left, including this one. 2 with Murphysboro. Of course, the first Murphysboro game was scheduled for the day of the eclipse, and cooler heads prevailed, and that game was moved until next Tuesday, which was a traditional makeup day for conference games. Lady Bulldogs will host Heron on Monday, and then Murphysboro on Tuesday, and that will complete the conference schedule. And here's Emma Mills. There's one to right field. She circles under it, hauls it in. Oh, whatever they're calling, it's ending up in the air. And here's Addie Lane. Addie with her traditional number 1 jersey. And that goes in there for strike one. There's one low one outside. Addie playing left field today. There's one off the screen to our right for strike two. Addie had her first varsity start against Carterville, and now I believe this is her second varsity start against Murphysboro, two of the better teams in our conference. There's a swing and a miss. And this is senior Mackenzie Boyd, the shortstop, batting with two outs. There's a mile-high ball to the left. Left fielder circles underneath it, and that's an out. Another 1-2-3 inning. Well, so far, Lady Bulldogs have had 9 batters, and 7 of them have put it in the air. Now we'll go to the home half of the third inning with numbers 2, 3, and 4. Sarah Cook, Sierra Fulmer, and Ayla Smith for the Lady Red Devils. Oh, and there's another shot behind us. A little bit distracting. Obviously, it's a very big track meet because I believe they just had 8 teams in some sort of relay or something. There's a fire down to second base. And this is Sarah Cook, who flied out to center field her last time up in the first inning. Coral's in the circle. Ava's behind the plate. And we're ready to go. There's a strike on the inside corner. There's strike 2, off-speed pitch. Nice pitch there by Coral. Cook having a little friendly discussion with the umpire there. And now here's Coral. And there's a ground ball to Mackenzie Boyd. And the throw is high. Lady Bulldogs not exactly helping Coral out here. This is Sierra Fulmer. She bounced back to Coral, who did not handle it well to reach first base in the first inning. There's one up off the screen for strike 1. Once again, Fulmer, a left-handed hitter. There's one outside for ball. There's a foul ball right there, right by us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coral couldn't get that third strike past the previous hitter, and now she'll try it again on this one. Ava setting up a little on the outside corner, and that's outside. Big lead down there by Cook at second base, but she goes back. Runners on second base can get a pretty big lead because they can get as far off as the shortstop usually. Second baseman may move over to cover the bag, or center fielder. But she's back at second. There's a foul ball right down the first base line. Emma Mills retrieves the ball. Back to Kinsley Smothers. Back to Coral Hathaway, and now back in the circle. Nobody out. Cook gets a very big lead every time. That means if there's any sort of ball in the gap or whatever, there's a pretty good chance she'll be headed toward the plate. Oh, right back. That's a wild pitch. Nobody's covered. All right. And there was a real heads-up play there. Ava Brown. All right, heads-up play there by Coral. She got around, covered the wild pitch, took a wicked hop off the fence. Ava Brown right on it, and here's Ayla Smith with a runner on second and 1 out. Very aggressive base running there. And we had an aggressive catcher-pitcher combination that got the out. Always kind of worry about the pitcher having to cover on a play like that because occasionally there might be collision or something. There's one behind us, or off the fence in front of us. Just a little bit risky there, in my humble old coach opinion, to send the runner on that play, but Coral was able to get in on the plate. Coach Stewart encouraged her to move. There's strike 2. We went into extra innings last year with the Lady Devils here. There's a swing and a miss. It's the second time the pitcher struck out. Macy Cunningham, she struck out her last time up too. Runner on second, 2 outs. There's one up in the air. That could be tough. And it drops in, and that scores the run. Just a bloop double. Just enough to get past all 3 of the infielders and outfielders converging on the play. And here comes catcher Martina Clover. She hit a shot toward third. Once again, all the runners been on second base. There's one inside for ball. My vision was slightly blocked on that play, but I believe Kinsley made a dive for it, but could not handle it. There's a ground ball foul. Once again, Clover, a senior, been an active member of the softball team for the last couple of years, as I remember. And that one's high and outside. Ava hauls it in. No harm done. 2 balls, 1 strike. Not many fans out in the outfield as there have been in the past over here. I see a few chairs out there. There was a swing and a miss on an outside pitch. A little shade there in the outfield, which you don't really have any place else on this field. There's one that's fouled off the fence in front of us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ava sets up outside, and that's a little high outside. Full count. I'm sure the runner will be getting a pretty good lead. This isn't necessarily take off with the pitch, although with the infield playing the way they are, it possibly will be. And there's a shot to left. And Eddie Lane pulls it in. Lady Red Devils on the board first. And the Lady Bulldogs here in the 4th inning. Top of the order. Check a few stats here and see if I can remember something correctly here. Yeah. Last year we lost 3-2 in 8 innings. I remembered it was a 1-run ball game, and because ironically the next day or so after this, the Lady Red Devils and the Lady Tigers from Heron got hooked up in something like a 27-24 football game score. I'm not sure if that was the exact number, but it was 20-something to 20-something, which was rather unique for a softball score. More appropriate, apropos for a football score between Murphysboro and Heron. All right, here's Ava. Ava popped up to the second baseman back in the 1st inning. Coach Stafford hustling by. He's headed toward the third base coach's box. All right, they called pitch 23-2. And that's a line drive right past the center fielder kicks it. Ava's going to go for 2, and she's there. All right, Ava. All right, this brings up Kinsley. We'll just be quiet and watch what happens here, but I've got an idea. Corners are in. Ava, a good base runner there. Oh, this one's 24-4. That's a little different pitch than the last one. There's the bunt. It gets away from the catcher. That moves Ava to third. All right, tying run in scoring position. Infield's in now. Infield's in, gives a little more room for a batter to get one by somebody. And here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball to third. And she's there. Aha. I got a feeling there was a little bit of a trick play involved there. I think she was hoping the runner would go. And she held it just long enough for her. All right, now here's Abby Stacy. Abby flied out to right. She does that this time. That's a run. Like to see one get one in the gap here. Lots of room in right center and left center. All right, shortstop and third baseman having a little confab there. I'm not sure what that was about. Now everybody's set. Oh, this is 23-3, the pitch. There's a strike. Oh, there was a cutoff play. The traditional first and third. Now we got runners on second and third. No force play here. Good swing here. Coach Stafford took the force play away. I think they were trying a little something else there. Ooh, that was a strike. 1-1. There's ball high. Now it's 2-1. Now we're going to 13-4 for the pitch. That one's low. 3-1. Whoa. We all know what 3-1 means, fans. Hitter's pitch. Oh, now we're going 11-4. And there's a ground ball to third. And she doesn't handle it. And there comes Ava. And there's a play at third. All right. Lady Bulldogs tie it up. Ava Brown scores the run. Runners on first and third now. And here is Hadley. Hadley Hunt at the DP position today. Oh, Hadley had a fly ball to center field her first time up. That'd get us another run now. 22-3 for the pitch now. Oh, 44-1. That must be the defensive play. Whoa. Now we know just about all of their trick plays. We got every coach usually has a first and third defensive call there, and so far theirs haven't paid off for them. We've got the runners out of fourth position in the scoring position. That one's outside. Almost any kind of swing here is going to get us a run in. The infield is playing in. Second baseman's a little deeper than shortstop's. There's ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now we're going to go 34-1. There's in the air. She's going to tag. And there's an out. Here comes the run. Here comes the play. No play at the plate. And that goes down as a sacrifice fly, F7. And an RBI brings in the second run. Abby's still at second base. No advance on that one. And here's Kinsley Stewart. Kinsley struck out. She had a good swing on one pitch, but she didn't end up striking out. There's a strike on the corner. Abby Stacy on second. There's a swing and a miss. Coach Stafford says hit the ball. Nose on the ball. Hit the ball. 41-4-2. Ooh, 41-4-2. He got Kinsley's number today so far. And now here's pitcher Coral Hathaway. Again, a good swing here. Get the run in. Well, it popped out to the first baseman. That was low.
Again, this is the second call for all 100 meter back. Please get your hit number from the red and come down to the 100. This is the first call.
And here's the pitch. That's inside and high. Oh, this one's 34-1. Oh, that got a strike in there. They may call that one again. Oh, this is 0-3-3. We haven't called that one before. That's a foul ball. Let's see what we've had. Oh, this is a 51 pitch. That one's outside. So we've had a 0-something, a 1-something, 3 something, 4 something, and 5 something. Let's see what this. Now we got a 2 something. 23-3. And that's a swing and a miss. That's the pitch they wanted. All right, Lady Bulldogs take the lead here in the 4th inning. Break up the no-hitter. 2 runs on 2 hits. You got 2 errors and 1 runner left on base. Nice to know the track announcer just let everybody know that the Lady Bulldogs have taken the lead here in the 4th inning. 7, 8, 9 for the Lady Red Devils here in the home half of the 4th inning. Nice day to play softball. Tad bit cool. And once again, there will be a sophomore game, a JV game, doubleheader games, I should have said, tomorrow versus the Polk County Lady Pirates. Confab in the circle there. Powell, a sophomore left fielder, she walked her first time up. Went to second on a fielder's choice.
100-meter hurdle from Murphysboro, Sydney Niner.
Coral's set. She's got the pitch. And it's low and outside. There's a ground ball. Smo makes a nice play. Oh, nice play by Kinsley Smothers. Little backhand job there and a 4-3 put out. This is first baseman Blair Fox. Questioning whether the Kinsley Stewart pulled her foot off the bag. Umpire behind the plate. The plate umpire confirms that it wasn't out. Fox popped up to Kinsley last time right in front of the dugout. Couple of freshman first basemen there. This from the Lady Red Devil first baseman popped up to the freshman Lady Bulldog first baseman her last time up. 1 out now. That one's high.
We have to bring the hurdle back. And then we go.
She's going 3-0 now on the hitter. Davis going out there and say, "Hey, wait a minute, we got to throw some strikes here. Don't want to walk these people." All right, let's see if Ava's talk did any good. Oh. All right, here is the right fielder, senior Josie Clark. She hit into a fielder's choice her last time up. Lady Bulldogs expecting a potential bunt here. This is kind of a bunt situation. And there's one a mile up. Abby calls off Ava and hauls it in. Doesn't matter who, just so we get it. Ava was right there. In the air, she's there. Okay, leadoff hitter. She struck out and line drive to Mackenzie Boyd her last time up. Runner on first and 2 out. Yep. That one's inside, gets away from Ava. Runner advances. Runner on second, 2 outs now. Leadoff hitter up. There's a strike on the corner. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's strike 2. And this is the leadoff hitter. Be nice to get her out and not have to face Cook with the bases. Somebody else. Whoa, there's Ava's there. No harm, no harm. There's Coral, winds up and throws. And that's ball. Full count now, full count. Runner will probably be getting a pretty good lead and hitting the trail. This one is hit. There's one a mile high. And McKendra Douglas pulls it in. Maybe it wasn't quite a mile high, but it was high enough to get McKendra underneath it. No runs, no hits. Oh, there's one left. Kind of exciting listening to a track meet while we're doing a softball game here. Announcer gets a little excited over there. All right, Emma Mills, Addie Lane, and Mackenzie Boyd, 7-8-9 for the Lady Bulldogs here in the top of the 5th inning already. There's a throw that bounces into the shortstop down there at second base. And here's Emma Mills. Coach is ready, players ready, the pitch is ready. And there's a high one in there for ball 1. Oh, here's 13-4. That sounds ominous. Oh, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. She's up and throws it. Got what they wanted out of 13-4 there. This is Addie Lane. Addie struck out her first time up. Addie, a freshman. Swing and a miss. There's a foul ball over toward the football stands. Track stands is being used today for spectators. Addie's behind now, 0-2. Oh, there's a whole bunch of numbers on that one. And it resulted in a foul ball. Ooh, 51-1-2. Oh, outside corner pitch. Did not catch it. 1-2. Coach there very vocal with her pitch calls. Makes it easy for me. All right, this one's 23-3. It's strike 3. Good. There's a ball in. And now this is Mackenzie Boyd. Kinsey flew out to the left fielder last time. Oh, this is 21-1. They've called this one before. And it's a strike. Okay, so we know 21-1 is going to be a strike. Oh, now we're going to 24-4. Whoa! May want to adjust that one. Oh, here's a 44-1. And that's a bouncer off the pitcher's glove, and the second baseman makes a nice play on it. It was a 1-4-3 put out. All right, we're going to the home half of the fifth. Now, remember, fans, if you're at home, you'd be hearing the Clydesdales. So just think the Clydesdale song in your own mind if you're listening at home. Let's see, we're going to have maybe a change here. We'll see in just a minute. Lady Red Devils send up 2, 3, and 4. Sarah Cook, Sierra Fulmer, and Ayla Smith here in the home half of the fifth inning. I believe we're going to have a new left fielder out there. And I believe that's Hannah Jones. See the sun reflecting off her sunglasses out there. Sarah Cook. She's flied out to center field and reached on a throwing error. There's one high and outside. Comes a little bullpen action for the Lady Bulldogs. They've heard that behind us. There's one up in the air. Smo's underneath it, and she hauls it in. That's nice to retire that young lady. And now here's Sierra. She reached on an error and walked, scored their only run in the third inning. We're in the bottom of the fifth now. Sarah, a left-handed hitter. Both teams set up a little bullpen action over here behind the third base dugout. No place to pitch behind the first place dugout. That's all right. 2 balls. 1 out. Here in the home half of the fifth inning. There's one that's out of play. That's over toward the bullpen. Coral set. Here comes the pitch. Yeah. 3-1. Didn't catch the outside corner there. Here's the pitch. There's one a mile high. Okay, right, left fielder. All right. And there's my Kendra Douglas hauling it in. She had a busy day out there. Been some high shots. Okay, now this brings up the pitcher, Ayla Smith. She struck out twice. There's one that's out. That's over toward the bullpen area, too. One strike on the hitter. There's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Setting up a little outside here, and here comes the pitch, and it's up in the air. Mackenzie Boyd calls for it, and she hauls it in. This has been Pop-Up City today, fans. Pop-Up City. Everything's been in the air almost. All right, we're going to the sixth inning now. And we're back at the top of the order. Ava Brown, Kinsley Smothers, and Abby Stacy. Yep. May be able to hear the clicking behind me. A nice throw down to second base, the catcher. Let's hope she doesn't do that if we need a runner trying to steal second. There comes Ava. She popped up and singled, scored the run. All right, here comes pitch 34-4. And it's a outside in the dirt, ball one. Let's call that one again, Coach. Oh, now we're going down to the ones, 12-3-1. And that's a ground ball that's going to be foul. Not many balls been hit on the ground today. Everything seems to be going up in the air. Ava's back in the box there. 24-4-1. And that's another foul ball right there beside us. One ball, two strikes now. $22. Uh-oh, everything's two on this one. And it's too high. Too high. Oh, we're in the zeros now. 0-1-3. This must be a sneaky trick pitch. And there's a bloop to center field. And the center fielder hauls it in. All right, Smo, she popped up to the second baseman and singled her last time up. And she also scored the lead run. $41-4-1. And that's going to be up in the air. That's going to be a tough one. Oh, second baseman makes a nice play. That's the second time today she's popped up to the second baseman. Nice running backhand catch there. Give the young lady credit for that. This is Abby Stacy. Abby flew out to the right fielder and reached on an error. Shortstop couldn't handle a rough ground ball. field's in pretty good shape here. That's not an excuse. I assume they put the tarp on last night. I believe they got some rain over here. That 31-4-4 pitch went low for ball 1. (44-1-2). And that's a foul ball over toward the stands. Look out, little kids. Whoa. All right, little kids chase that one. Whole gaggle of them over there. Let's see who ended up with it. Oh, this is 21-1. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. Up, fires across, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th there. And the Lady Red Devils will send up 5, 6, and 7. Ava smoothing out a little bit of the area in front of between her and the plate. There's Abby. And Ava wings it down the second base. Cunningham struck out and doubled. She's a left-handed slapper. Banning Hannah Jones come in pretty shallow out in left field. Now Hannah now replaced Lane in left field. And there's one that's up in the air. That could be. Oh no! Hey, good job there. That's good coaching. They got their infield or their outfielders playing a little bit shallow, and Kendra Douglas hauls it in. Now this is the catcher. She's singled and flied out to right field. That one's high. Oh, excuse me, she flied out to left field. And I got a bad sum spot here for me. All right. Cora wants Ava to run through the signals again. She sets up a little bit outside. And there is a shot to left. I don't know. Oh, nice catch out there by Hannah Jones. Hannah Jones. Nice running catch. And here is the left hitter. She's walked and bounced to second base. Hannah Jones, good job out there, Hannah. Not an easy catch. She's dealing with the sun, too, a little more so than anybody else out there. There's one. Back toward the little kids. Back toward the little kids. Whoa, there they are. They're after it again. One strike now. There, it's high. One ball, one strike. And I believe here comes the train in the background. I'm not sure if you folks can hear it. Two balls, one strike. Yep, that is a train. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. That's outside. Full count now. Full count. There's one up in the air. Emma Mills hauls it in right by the fence. And we're going to inning number 7. Lady Bulldogs, Hadley Hunt, Kinsley Stewart, and Coral Hathaway. Lady Bulldogs up 2-1. Could use a little insurance here. Hadley Hunt. Hadley is flied out, and she to the center fielder and to the left fielder. One to the left fielder got us a run in. So she's 0 for 1 with an RBI. That one was in the dirt, outside, ball 1. Oh, we're going to 23-3. I think this was an outside pitch last time. There's a line drive up the middle. And here comes Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels Harrison into pinch run for Hadley. Kinsley Stewart. Kinsley's kind of due here today. Hasn't had a real good day at the plate so far. That's why you get more at-bats. Hot Wheels down there at first. Nobody out. Let's see what Kinsley can do for us. Oh, a 0-1-1 pitch. Let's see what she turns around to bunt. Beautiful bunt. Beautiful bunt. Sacrifice. Can't beat that. Did her job. Now, we got Coral up. Coral has popped up and struck out. Hot Wheels on second now in scoring position. Coral can help herself out here with a base hit. That one was low outside. 20-32. There's a ground ball. It's going to get the runner to third. Now, Emma Mills. Emma's flied out the left and bounce out to the shortstop. 0 for 2. Hot Wheels on third. Emma Mills at the plate. 44-1-2. Somebody hit one of these a while ago, I think. There's a ground ball. Oh, just foul down the first base line. Emma just missed getting that run in on that one. 14-1-2. Oh, that was an outside pitch. (23-1-1). We've had this pitch before. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, bunch of twos on this pitch. And there's a fly ball to right, and she hauls it in right on the foul line. All right, home half of the seventh. 8-9-1 for the Lady Red Devils. First baseman popped up and walked. He's the only freshman in their lineup.
And the winner of the boys 100-meter run, Carmelo Abernathy.
Oh, I just heard Carmelo Abernathy picked up a W in the 100-meter dash over there on the track. All right, here's Blair Fox, freshman, popped up and walked. There's a ball a little high and outside. Coral set. There's a foul ball right there above us. One strike now. Ava retrieves the foul ball, went off the screen, back to Coral, back in the circle, back behind the plate. And we're ready to go here. That's high and outside, ball two. Cooling off here a little bit. There's a ground ball. There's Abby's up with it. Throw to first, and that's one out. All right, here's right fielder Josie Clark. She bounced to a fielder's choice and popped up to Abby over at third. Number 9 hitter in the lineup. There's a close pitch. It was called a ball. Put a strike on the board, but the umpire holds up left hand. There's the strike. Now we got a ball on the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's a ground ball. Mackenzie Boyd. That's 2 outs. And here's leadoff hitter Macy Alexander. Struck out. Line drive to Mackenzie Boyd. And flied out on a nice catch out there in center field by McKendra Douglas. That one's high and outside. All right. Coral checks the sign. That's in there, ball 2. I think the Bulldogs would prefer to get this out and warm up the buses. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Oh, it's a ground. Mackenzie Boyd doesn't handle it. I got a feeling here this may be the crucial situation in the game. Sarah Cook, she's 0 for 4, 0 for 3, excuse me. Flied out, reached on an error, popped up to the second baseman. Coach Stafford elects to pitch to her. Runner on first. 2 out. There's strike 1. We're ready. Here comes the pitch. That's ball high. Don't think they're going to risk a steal on the lady at first there. Never know. There's ball 2 high. Next hitter is 0 for 2, although she did get on with a walk and scored their only run. But we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit there. There's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ava sets up outside. That's low. Now you got a full count on the batter. Runner will be going on the pitch. There's the pitch. Jonesy. Hannah Jones is down out there in left field. She made a valiant attempt at the ball there. And we'll turn this off at this point. Everybody's out there with Hannah. They're calling the medical staff. Hannah made a great attempt at the ball.